dude YNW Melly today's WWE. Just to know that he is in prison and he's soon to be released is what I'm thinking. There was like a rumor video. It's like a video of YNW Melly talking to one of his fans and saying that he's gonna be released from prison really soon. So we're gonna see if he can. We're gonna see if he can capture the WWE champion. Now, if he can capture the WWE champion, or if he can capture the Universal champion. Now, the custom champion I'm doing the WWE champion, but I'm giving it to Bobby Lashley. You know what? I might give it to Drew, but at the same time, Bobby Lashley needs it. And we're gonna pit the Universal champion in the game. This time with no Intercontinental champions. Just for that, I'm a bit, maybe. You know what? I think Dolph Ziggler needs the Universal champion. What do y'all think? Is Dolph even on this roster? Nope. I think Dolph needs the Universal champion. He needs it. So, the divisions. I'm gonna look at the divisions for the champions. So the divisions for the Universal Champion: Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, Bray Wyatt, and John Cena. I think I want YNW Melly in the Universal Champion. I want him in a Universal Champion picture. I want him in that. The only reason I wouldn't put him in WWE's picture is because he probably wouldn't beat Bobby Lashley. He probably wouldn't. Second out of Raw. No YNW Melly. He ain't got murder on his mind. Okay, good. YNW Melly is facing Braun Strowman. And he's facing John Cena. Can he pick up a dub? And he does, and he pins the biggest competitor of all time, Braun Strowman. He pins somebody bigger than him. Alright, let's go to Money in the Bank. I already know he's not going to be in Money in the Bank. Unless he is in Money Bank. He is in Money in the Bank. And YNW is the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. I was like, bro, this is YNW Melly's first year in this simulator, in universe mode. And he is already Money in the Bank. He's already Money in the Bank. So he can capture in on any champion of his choosing. I don't know. I'm out of words, man. YNW Melly is your Money in the Bank briefcase holder. There is no way. This is my first time pitting YNW Melly in here. And he gets lucky and gets in no Money in the Bank ladder match. Beats Braun Strowman 2 times. And he wins the Money in the Bank briefcase. Just like that. Just like that. Now, I don't know what champion he wants of his choosing. Now, he can choose to capture, and he wins the Universal Champion. There is no way. He's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's Universal Champion, and he beat Brock. Is this a conspiracy thing? Also, one thing. YNW Melly is level 100. I just forgot. YNW Melly is level 100. And I don't think he can be beat. Because the dude who pit YNW Melly in the game, they pit him as a level 100. So he's gonna be unstoppable. So it's gonna be It's gonna be a pretty weird year, and he's just gonna win every single match that he gets. Well, I don't know if this is a whole thing of him being level 100 and just yeah, he lost his first promo. But if this is a whole thing of him being level 100 and being overall 100, and if he loses a champion, I know it's something fake going on. It's fraud. See, he doesn't lose a match. If he loses a match, I know everything's going on. I know it's just not because it's overall. So this is about to be a crazy year, as YNW Melly says it. Alright, we're gonna look at the power rankings. YNW Melly is still not stacking up on rankings. Okay. That's crazy. He's Mr. Money in the Bank. And wait, he's not Money in the Bank. So I wanted to target the Universal Champion, but I'm gonna give YNW Melly a little break, cause I'm gonna give it to Bobby Lashley. I don't know who I want to cash in. He loses his promos. That's surprising. But is he gonna lose his first title defense? I don't think so. Nope. He's still Universal Champion. And AJ Styles is the new WWE Champion. See, that's the only champion that is probably gonna hold the champion for the whole 2 years. 2 years in the making. He's probably gonna hold the champion. There's no way. He doesn't lose to Brock. He doesn't lose to Braun. Now, YNW Melly's been... Okay, he lost. He lost his first match. He lost his first match getting undefeated. First match, I was about to say. If he doesn't lose, I don't know. It's a whole conspiracy thing. Now, if he starts taking L's, I know something's wrong with this. Yeah, he took another dub. I wouldn't be surprised if he lost his champion to somebody bigger than him. Because I don't know. If he wins the Money in the Bank briefcase, if he wins that Money in the Bank, become Mr. Money in the Bank, wins the Universal Champion a week later, and win the Royal Rumble, and go to WrestleMania, I know it's something rigged. I know something's going on with this whole thing. Because he's just lucky. He's just gonna be the luckiest man to ever be in my universe mode. And Seth Rollins is the Universal Champion. Seth Rollins pinned YNW Melly. I was about to say that right there was, but he could win the Royal Rumble. He was Universal Champion. He was Mr. Money in the Bank. Okay, Seth Rollins calling out. Oh, I thought he was gonna call out YNW Melly, but YNW did not show up on the show. He taking a break. See, that's usually what happens. They lose their title. They take a big old break. They take a big break. I was about to say, I don't know. I cannot speak of words. Okay, that's 3 weeks off. And he's facing Braun Strowman. And he beats Braun Strowman. Now, I know something's going on with the match. Now, it was a triple threat. That was a triple threat. Him? Okay, YNW Melly facing John Cena. Mute yourself, man. Facing John Cena. Seth Rollins is still your Universal Champion. Now, if YNW Melly come back from a big break and wins and capture the Universal Champion again, I don't know, but that's the luckiest man. And if he loses the champion next year, that and wins it back like a couple weeks later, that's the luckiest man I've ever seen in my universe mode. 2 years and you become a 3-time Universal Champion? A 3-time Universal Champion? Going up there with Roman. Okay, YNW Melly's taking a big old break. Taking an enormous break. Yep. It looks like my boy's taking a break. My boy's taking a big break, my dude. Man, you got all the L's. You can capture them up. Look at all the look at all the dubs that you got. And go back to... Okay. Baron Corbin was victorious in his big match against... Who is the WWE champion? I didn't even know who had the WWE champion. What the... When successfully defending the WWE... I don't forgot Ray even won the WWE champion. From Bobby. Alright, so... We're gonna look at the rankings. Dash Wilder, Scott Dawson, and Seth Rollins. Okay, good. YNW Melly has pushed his rankings down. Level number 17. Okay, so he still wants a title shot for a championship. For the Universal Champion. He wants to become #1 contender for the Universal Champion. You know what? We're gonna go look at... We're gonna... Now, I'm looking at championships. Alright, I don't mean to do that. Times earned. Okay, so, first, it was Dolph Ziggler. YNW Melly beat... no. Samoa Joe beat Dolph Ziggler. YNW Melly beat Samoa Joe. And Seth Rollins beat YNW Melly in a triple threat match. Dang, Samoa Joe barely even held this champion before YNW Melly scooped in with murder on its mind and took the freaking champion. Okay, who has won the WWE champion? Okay. Okay, first it was Bobby. AJ beat Bobby, I think. Ricochet beat AJ. And Rey Mysterio beat Ricochet. That's how many days they've held the title. Now the divisions for the champions. YNW Melly. It's Baron Corbin number one lead. Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt, John Cena, Samoa Joe, and Dolph Ziggler. And YNW Melly. Now for the WWE champion, it's The Miz, Ricochet, Cedric Alexander, Cesaro, Bobby Roode, Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, Mojo Rawley, EC3, Big Show, Link Dorado, Titus O'Neil, Eric Young, No Way Jose, Heath Slater, Bobby Lashley at 16th place. Bobby Lashley, you don't fail. You don't fell off. But where is YNW Melly? There's no video, no pictures of YNW Melly. YNW Melly facing Drew McIntyre, and he beats Drew McIntyre. Imagine Drew McIntyre wins the WWE. Imagine Drew McIntyre wins the Universal Champion, and he's the one that wins the Royal Rumble, and then he goes to WrestleMania. YNW Melly just taking breaks after breaks. Like you gotta at least capture yourself at Survivor Series. To Bobby Lashley. Nope, Bobby Lashley get beat by Samoa Joe and Robert Roode. And Braun Strowman finally pins YNW Melly. Now, I don't really care if YNW Melly doesn't get #1 contender spot lead. Because he has the Royal Rumble, and he can win the Royal Rumble and take back the champion that he had. From Seth Rollins. Now, if I go to Superstars, I'm gonna see how many... Custom Superstar. YNW Melly only has Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin as his enemies. Okay, so his current ranking is number 9. He is a he was he is a former WWE Universal Champion. His goal is to win matches, so he's not even going for the title anymore. His personality traits is prideful, and everybody cheers him. Okay, so he is a one-time Universal Champion. Bobby Lashley, his enemies and his allies. His enemies is Samoa Joe and Robert Roode. Now those good enemies, no, not at all. Seth Rollins has 4 enemies. He has Brock Lesnar, YNW Melly, Baron Corbin, and AJ Styles. Now, those 4 people are gonna go for him at all costs. Now, at the Royal Rumble, I wouldn't expect it to be so good, but it would bring back some good memories. It would be good at the same time, but it'd be trash. Yeah, the teams are pretty good for Survivor Series. They're not the best because some of these are jobbers that... Okay, Baron Corbin pins YNW Melly. Now, I wouldn't be surprised who the Universal Champion defended against, but same time, but if he went to WWE Champion, it'd be a whole different thing. And Baron Corbin's your new Universal Champion. YNW Melly facing Braun Strowman, and he gets beat by Braun Strowman. Why is everybody passing YNW Melly up? YNW Melly been taking L's lately. Now I'm surprised he's even taking these L's. Wasn't he Universal Champion? Didn't he win Universal Champion under a week? Baron Corbin retains his Universal Champion. Now, he is going to main events. Mostly the people that I draft don't even go to one main event. Or even 2. And the ones that they go to, they lose at WrestleMania. So I'm even surprised. I mean, he's taking a little break. It's like he's skipping weeks. It's like he's skipping weeks. It's like he's skipping 1 week. He will show up for 1 week, but he'll skip the next week. Then he'll show up in 1 other week, and then he skip. Now, I do want to watch the Royal Rumble, but if it's long, it's gonna be a long Royal Rumble. So I'm not watching next year's Royal Rumble. Now, when this dude wins Universal Champion and everything, I want to just see who's in it. Facing, and he's facing the Universal Champion. Okay, it wasn't defended against YW Melly, it's defended against Samoa Joe.
You know, tonight is all about opportunity. Opportunity for 60 WWE superstars to punch their ticket to the main event of WrestleMania.
This is the event where opportunity has created countless legends. This is the career-defining Royal Rumble.
Miz, Sami Zayn. Braun Strowman? I didn't want to watch it. Sorry.